everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Namrata here. Hope you all are doing great. So in this video I'm just going to talk about some must-have eyeshadow brushes. So if you're just starting out or even doing it in advanced level, you can still watch this video and I'm sure you'd find this very informative, very helpful. So if you're new on this channel, then let me tell you, I create all the beauty or makeup related content here. So I'd really appreciate if you take a moment to subscribe first and please give a thumbs up at the end if you find this video helpful. And if you're just a returning subscriber or if you have been watching my video for a while now, then I really want to thank each one of you, or maybe you are the reason why I still keep creating content here, although it's nothing too big yet, but still I feel so motivated sometimes and I really want to do something for you all, and this is why I'm still here. Anyway, now without doing any further ado, let's get started. Okay, let's start with a disclaimer, especially for my viewers from India. So the brushes I'm going to show you today, you may not find the exact ones in your local area or even online, but don't worry about the brands. I'm going to show you the brushes up close and also tell you how to use them so you can find your brushes accordingly. And I'm going to leave some options down in the description box below so you can check them. That would be on Amazon or on Nykaa. So yeah, that's that. And now let's start with some crease brush. These are very much important to create any kind of look with eyeshadow. So this is how it looks. It feels little fluffy and this is why it helps to blend different shades, and you can use these brushes to apply any kind of shade on your crease. So this is it, but you can see I have got one smaller and a little fluffier one. So the smaller the brush, the more precise application you'll get with this brush. So these are very much needed. And next let's talk about this flat shader brush. So I keep 3 or even 4 in my brush kit because these are very much versatile. So this is the one I dedicatedly use for applying concealer, to carve out my eyebrows, and also whenever I'm doing cut crease, this is the one I use with concealer. So these 3 are pretty much same, but I use it for different purposes. And these 2 I mostly use for all the shimmer shadow on my eyelid. So these are very precise, firm but very thin brush. So if you're applying glitter with this kind of brushes, then there is less chance to get that everywhere. So this is again very much needed. And now let's talk about this fluffy one. So this is the one I use most of the time without any pigment on it. So I use just to blend the edge, the outer edge, to make it look more softer, like here. So just do this round motion or go back and forth. It will tame down the intensity of your eyeshadow. So that's that. And now here is one angled brush, and again it's very versatile. You can do your eyebrow with it, you can draw a liner, or you can apply any kind of eyeshadow very precisely with this kind of brush. And the next, let's talk about this one, which I mentioned in all my makeup tutorials. I found it very helpful, especially with any shimmer shadow. It applies the best, and I got this in one of the Milani eyeshadow palette, but you don't have to get that palette just for this brush. It's very common. You can check for any sponge tip eyeshadow applicator, you'll find something similar. Amazon has thousands of options, you can check on Amazon. So this is the side I use to press any kind of a shimmer color, and it works the best. But as I mentioned, I use this kind of brush for shimmer shadow. Yes, you can use it, but for better application, you can wet the brush with any makeup setting spray and then take the pigment, and then it will do the magic. But again, I'd say this is the one works best with shimmer shadow. And now let's talk about this eyeshadow packing brush. That's what I call it, although it's from e.l.f. They named it blending brush, but I don't think it's the best one for blending your eyeshadows. It's too big for a blending brush. But whenever I'm doing any smoky eye, this is the one I use to pack any pigment on my eyelid, and it works the best. So again, you don't have to go with the brands and the names of the eyeshadow brushes. All you need to know the shape and how to use it, then you can definitely find whatever the brushes you want. And now let's talk about the smudge brushes. And smudge brush is very much important no matter what kind of eyeshadow look you are doing. It's a must have. So all three does the same job, but they look different, although these two are pretty much similar. One is bigger and smaller, and this one has a round tip. So these three brushes I mostly use for my lower lash line. Whenever I'm doing any smoky eye, this is the one I use to smoke out the eyeshadow, along with the gel eyeliner I used in my waterline. So I already told you, the smaller the brush, the more precise application and more detailed application you may expect. So this is it. I hope I make sense and you are getting my point. So that was that, and here is another round tip but very small precise brush. So you can add any kind of detailing with this kind of brush. And like this dark shade around my crease, I don't want this shade to get everywhere, so for more detailing placement of a shadow, you can use this kind of small tip round brushes. So that was my all 13 recommendations for eyeshadow brushes, and I think these are the most basic ones. Everyone must have this if you want to achieve that perfect eyeshadow application. Then at first you need to know the perfect or the appropriate brush for that specific application, and then there comes the technique. So this was it for today's video. I hope you found this helpful, but if you have any further question regarding this topic or this brushes, then please let me know in the comment box. And I'm gonna leave some other options and all the brush details whichever I shown in the video in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. And yeah, I'll be back with the next one. Till then, bye bye, take care.